Have you ever wondered about the shifting sands of the world's population, specifically the remarkable trend occurring in China? Population trends are a fascinating study, a living, breathing testament to our shared human story. They reflect economic shifts, societal changes, and technological advancements, among other things. They provide a snapshot of the world at a certain point in time, and they give us clues about where we might be headed. Now, let's talk about China. This vast nation, home to over 1 billion people, has seen a unique trend in its population. In 2023, China's population dropped by 0.15%. While that might not sound like much, in a country as populous as China, even a small percentage translates into a significant number of people. So, what does this drop in population mean for China and the world at large? One of the significant factors contributing to China's population decrease is the dwindling birth rate. This issue is not a minor blip on the radar, but a substantial shift. The birth rate has fallen to a new low, with total new births dropping by a staggering 5.7%. This decline amounts to just over 9 million births. To put it into perspective, this is a considerable decrease compared to previous years. But why exactly is this happening? Various factors come into play. The cost of raising children, the rise of women in the workforce, and the social pressure of maintaining a certain standard of living are all contributing to this trend. Furthermore, the reverberations of the one-child policy continue to echo throughout the society, influencing people's decisions about family planning. With fewer babies being born, the face of China's future is changing. But it's not just about the births, it's also about the deaths. Simultaneously, while births are decreasing, deaths are on the rise in China. The death rate, in fact, has reached a height it hasn't seen since 1974. In a stark contrast to the dwindling birth rate, the number of deaths has surged by 6.6%, bringing the total to an alarming 11.1 million. One might ask, why this sudden surge? Well, there could be various factors at play. An aging population, for one. As the generation born in the post-war baby boom grows older, the death rate naturally increases. Add to that the advancements in medical science, which, while prolonging life, also means more people living into old age and eventually passing away. Moreover, the stress of modern life, environmental factors, and the prevalence of lifestyle diseases cannot be overlooked as contributing to this rise. The combination of fewer births and more deaths is leading to a population decline. But what does this all mean? The effects of this population trend in China are far-reaching and profound. As the country's population declines, we're faced with a series of important questions. How will this trend impact China's economy, its social structure, and its international relations? And what does it mean for the global demographics and economy? Firstly, let's consider China's economy. Fewer births mean a shrinking workforce in the future, which could lead to a slowing down of economic growth. China has historically relied on a large pool of labor to fuel its rapid development, but with fewer young people entering the workforce, this advantage might be slipping away. The country may need to shift towards a more innovation-driven economy or risk stagnating. Next, there's the social structure. As the population ages, China's traditional family structure, where the young take care of the old, is put under strain. With fewer young people, the burden of caring for the elderly increases, and this could lead to social instability. China's government will need to invest heavily in healthcare and social services to address this challenge. On the international front, a declining population could alter the balance of power. Will China still be able to maintain its influence on the global stage with a shrinking population? It's a question that remains to be answered. Lastly, let's not forget the global implications. As one of the world's largest economies, changes in China's demographics are bound to affect the global economy. A decline in China's population could lead to a shift in global labor markets and potentially disrupt international trade. China's population trend is a puzzle that the world is watching closely. As the pieces come together, the picture that emerges will have implications not just for China, but for the entire globe.